Hey everyone, today we're going to learn how to play Quest Over Coffee's Journeys. So the first step you do is you pick a character card. It can be random, or you can just pick one you like. In this one we have Sadie Cat, Triumvirate. On the right hand side you'll notice these stats. And so what we're going to do next with the stats is build the luck deck, which is basically your hit points. In this case I'm going to pull out 5 spades cards. Now the reason I'm pulling out 5 spades cards is that stat right there is a 5. And then there's the 5. And I'm going to do the rest for the different base stats. Ultimately, you'll have 15 cards here for the luck deck, because if you add up 5 plus 2 plus 5 plus 3, you get 15. We'll shuffle those, and after you shuffle them, let's pick your journey. In this case, we're going to do the base set journey, which is the cat in the tree, and you'll know which ones they are because of the cat word in the bottom right. All the journeys have their own identifier. Last but not least, you shuffle all the remaining decks. In the base set, we only have enemies, so that's the only other deck that you shuffle. Now we're ready to play. So you look at the top card of your journey deck, and you'll see the story, as well as the options you get to choose below. Throw a shoe, or climb the tree in this case. So we're going to choose throw a shoe. And you'll see on the left the spades and clubs icon. Those are the stats we're going to evaluate against, spades and clubs here on your character card. So to evaluate that, we'll roll 3d6, see what we get. What is that? So 6, 6, and 3, so 15. And then we'll add that to our stats, the 5 and the 3. So 15 plus 8 is 23. And then we'll look back at the journey card to see what the success criteria is, and it's 16 here. So 23 is more than 16. Thus we go to the circle, which is 2A. Otherwise you would have gone to the X. You find the card that corresponds to the success, which is 2A, and we read the next card. So the shoe does a perfect spiral, so on and so forth. And then we look at the bottom. So we need to proceed to 4A. And, we continue the story, and you get to see what else happens. You have more options to choose from below. And that's how you play. Last thing you want to learn is how to fight enemies. To do that, you first roll 1d6 to figure out what stat you're going to be comparing against. So I rolled a 5. And the stat I'll be comparing against is 2, 3, 4, 5, which is going to be the clubs, or clovers. So we'll be comparing clubs. Next, you roll 3d6 for the enemy first. Roll 3d6. Okay, so that's what the enemy has gotten. Now it's your turn to roll 3d6. Remember, we're evaluating against clubs. So I have a little bit higher, a little bit of advantage. Hopefully I can do well. Okay, so now we compare our sums with our base stats on the clubs. Now as you can see, my value, we're actually tied. We're tied here. So the rule is you have to have more than the success criteria for it to be successful. So we'll use luck to augment our roll. Look at the luck symbol of the enemy and then flip over a luck card. If the suit matches the luck symbol, as you can see here, you can either add 1d6 and roll it, or re-roll any of your dice you've rolled already. I'm just going to add the d6 and get the 4. And now I'm 4 more, and I am successful. And that is how you battle and defeat enemies. The game ends when you've literally reached the end in the journey, or the moment you run out of luck cards. Now there's going to be more journeys, enemies, characters, and other cards on the way, lots of different ways to play the game. Now as always, this game, all the Quest Over Coffee games, is free to print and play. And thanks for your support, and enjoy your journey.